What up, what up, what up? Man, guys, we are back. We are back in the building. That is right. So, hey, it's Thursday, the 28th. And we got Grand Cup here, guys. Wow. Joey Morgan's had a lot to say, chat. So I am very shout out to Joey Morgan, because he's very expressive, I guess I should say, on X in regards to DMONEY and his competition. So who do we got rocking out? First people in the chat. I am a Kabar. Okay, all right. Well, I mean, Rescue 314, good morning. Tim Murray, good morning. We back. We are back. Unfortunately, we had quite the crazy pop here, guys, to the upside already. You gotta love when that happens. From that 30,000 level, got the expansion to the upside here. So cray with little Ray. Let me check something here, chat. Oh man. All right, price is currently sitting at 30,058, guys. And we know, I mean, it's yesterday afternoon, everybody that rocked out, we know that we had basically some issues, guys, with price kind of being stuck in a range for over an hour. I think like 220 to going into market close, and then all of a sudden we had some rapid kind of upswing candles kind of taking us right with earnings, etc. You had Salesforce and some other companies yesterday that reported after the bell. So yesterday's high 30,379, and yesterday's low 29,877.50. So just kind of map those out here, chat. All right, so that's yesterday's daily candle high and low. We got it mapped out. Unfortunately, we're kind of sitting back inside of yesterday's range. So yesterday's candle, daily candle, closed as a doji, chat. And if you know DMONEY, you know how DMONEY feels in regards to that. I mean, that's an indecision candle, and we're back inside of that range. So is today going to be some chop? Right? That's the question, right? Is it going to be a choppy day, or are we just going to get some expansion? We know that we've had kind of like some conflicting reports. It looks like we struck Iran, right? We're aggressive towards Iran. They supposedly struck back and all this. So who knows what today's going to bring. But either way, we're back in the building, and we're going to find out. That's right. I'm out there. Hopefully we continue to the upside. Yeah. Who knows? I mean, obviously we know we had that news that came out last night. Looks like PW caught over 200 points, guys, on the dump. So we will find out how this plays out. So I think you got to kind of go into this now. I mean, yeah, the 4-hour chart's bullish, right? The daily candle's bearish, but it has a nice bottom wick. And obviously you had the low put in on the current daily candle, 29,763. So Nice bottom wick put in. Do we expand higher and kind of push back to try to challenge that 379, 30,379? That's the question. The DJ Krim passed an eval on the dump. Nice. I mean, that's the time to do it. All right, that's the time to do it. Hey, can you please help me understand how does inflation go up and the stock market goes up? Yeah, I think the reality is, guys, is that you gotta just, you know, we talked about this a couple weeks back, that 30,000 level was gonna get hit, chat, because we were so close to it. We're just kind of flirting with it. Now that we've taken it out, make no mistake about it, 31,000 right as the next. I mean, you don't really see it. Yeah, we might have some pullbacks, etc., but I think you know, clearly they want higher, chat. And when I say higher, I mean obviously the institutions, Trump, etc., right? Make no mistake about it. Trump has his Fed selection in office now. So if you think that interest rates are not going to get lowered, guys, you're probably highly mistaken, right? So we'll have to see how that plays out. So we do have the Tradeify competition going on, chat. So you had let me refresh this and see if it updated. So these were the 24 outlaws, guys, originally in the competition. That's right. You got Tradeify right now 40% off. You purchase 5 accounts at once, chat, and you get even more of a discount, right, using the code PW. So you know the vibe. So this was a 24 outlaws. So if you eliminate an outlaw, you actually get $5,000 for eliminating an outlaw, right? So I saw something yesterday. I know Simba got, if you notice down here at the bottom of the screen, guys, Simba got eliminated yesterday. So whoever took Simba out yesterday got $25,000, believe it or not, chat. And AJ from Lucid got eliminated yesterday. So that person, whoever took him out, picked up 15,000. So it's like this is not for the weak, chat. This is cray with little Ray. Obviously the first place winner of it all wins 200,000. Now it says up here that if an outlaw, beware if an outlaw wins the cup, right? Everyone else's rewards are cut in half. So just a heads up on that. So I gotta check to see where I'm at. Give me 1 second here. Let me check this thing out. So obviously I'm up against Joey today. There's 512 people remaining, chat. Let me log into my account. Give me 1 second here. I know he's been trading already, right? So I don't know where he's at, guys. I think it updated at 8 o'clock. So this is the 8 o'clock update. Obviously, it updates again today at 12. So I got to be strategic here because I know that Joey has been on the show multiple times with PW, right? He was here actually about a month or so ago. So he's well aware of who DMONEY is. So he knows that I stream out of the BDH, chat. So the reality is I can't be showing, you know, my setups here. So looks like he had a loss or something. He took maybe a couple trades or one trade or whatever. So he was down like $283. But obviously, I mean, it's so early. We got all day here, chat. So, you know, to get the party started. Tim, he's watching. Oh yeah, I know he's watching, chat. That's why. So keep in mind, guys, I do have to be a little strategic here because we know that he's watching, right? So if I take him out, I do pick up $5,000. I win $5,000 today, right? So if I lose, then he actually gets the $5,000 because he took me out, because we're both outlaws, right? So we're both outlaws here. So I think Rips is today with somebody else as well. So there's $5,000 on the line. That's right. So whoever wins today, guys, gets $5,000, and obviously you advance. So we'll see what happens. But I know he's been talking a lot of crap online. So it's like crazy, guys. Like I haven't said anything, but I you know, I see all the comments, right? So but he's been talking a lot of smack here, chat. So it's been very interesting to kind of see the chatter towards DMONEY. I don't know why. Like, but yeah, just keeping you guys informed. So definitely either way, fun challenge here, guys, right? So you gotta love it. So shout out to Tradeify. I talked to Symbol yesterday and gave him props for the competition, guys. I mean, I think it's very well laid out, right? Very well laid out, chat. And you know, you gotta give props when props are due, chat. That I think this is probably the best tournament that I've kind of seen so far. Just, you know, the details, the layout, the rollout, right? The whole Outlaws theme I think is cool, etc. So we'll see what happens here today. All right, so yeah, I mean, we'll kind of see if the momentum continues to the upside here, chat, right? I mean, you got upside momentum from 935 to 100, 30,100, had a pullback. Now you're getting some kind of expansion higher. So kind of going into the open. Need me, envy me. What up, DMONEY? Hey, what up? How are you? No poll today. Yeah, we're gonna drop a poll right now, guys. We got you covered. Don't you worry. We're gonna drop a poll to kind of see how you guys are feeling about the market open here. Give me 1 second. Currently sitting at 30,051, guys, price, right? So do they kind of get this thing rolling to the upside? Back towards, you know, 100, right? You kind of hate that they're doing it now, but we'll see how it plays out. There's still a lot of time left. We got you covered with the poll, guys. I'm gonna drop a poll. Let's see how you guys are feeling. I need to know because we're getting ready for market open. We got less than 10 minutes. Just dropped a poll in the chat. So let's see how you guys are feeling out there, guys. You got pump dump, or the third option is Joey's watching. So we know that the competition is heated here. So that's right. Interested to see how you guys are feeling. We're gonna find out. Let me grab a water really quick, guys. All right, guys, we got to get to 1,000 likes. Trying to get to 1,000 likes before market open. We've done that for weeks on weeks on weeks, guys. Months at this point, to be honest. So do me a solid, hit the like button if you haven't already, guys. We got to keep the streak alive. Let's get the party started. It's Thursday. It's crazy that it's already Thursday, but it's always like that when the week is abbreviated. We know we have Memorial Day on Monday, so you come in and you actually, right, it's a short week, but it still like flies by. So we're sitting at 551 likes, chat. We got 2,500 people watching right now. We're gonna ramp up in the next 10 or 15 minutes. Make no mistake about it. So do me a solid, hit the like button if you haven't already, guys. Got to get to 1,000 likes. Keep the streak alive. If this is your first time rocking out with us, welcome to the party. We rock out no later than 9 a.m. Monday through Friday, trying to make a little money. So you guys know the vibes. So I'm not gonna discuss my. You got to be a little strategic here, guys, right? Because we know that there is a possibility that he's watching the show, right? So you got to be smart, because that's an unfair advantage, and there's $5,000 to be honest on the line. So I'm not gonna you got to be smart on this, right? Like how do I play this today, right? So how do I? Obviously, I'm not gonna show my account, right? So obviously, I'm gonna switch between accounts. So, but the reality is that we got to update at 12 o'clock, and then that's the last update basically until the market closes. So keep in mind that, you know, he could have taken more trades, guys, and he could be positive now, right? Because that update was at 8, I think. So he could be in a positive right now, for all I know, right? So 300 likes to go, chat. We got 6 minutes. We're ramping up here. 2,800 people tuned into the show. We're gonna ramp up pretty quickly. So looks like the poll right now, we got 47% feeling like we're gonna go up. We got a pump coming. 30% feeling like we're gonna dump, and 22% of the chat that voted feel like Joey is watching the stream. So Joey, if you're out there, I mean, hey, you had a lot to say about DMONEY, sir. So a lot of hostility coming from your direction. So it's great with Lil Ray Ray, I must say. DMONEY, just don't show your account. Yeah, I'm not gonna show it, guys. Obviously we're both gonna know where each other stands at 12 o'clock, and then that's it, right? You won't know after that until the market closes. So that's right, Denny? It's 12, and then I think 4 o'clock. Is that the correct update? I know you know the times. I know 12 is coming up. 12 and 3. All right, so we'll know at 12, and then we'll know each other's balance at 3 o'clock, guys. So I'm not gonna show that account, just a heads up, because of the situation going on. So winner keeps Big Brawley, man. Oh man, he can have Big Brawley. He can have Big Brawley. Just put a delay on the stream. All right, so less than 200 likes, guys. Do me a solid, hit the like button. Come on, man. Getting a push here already, chat, right? So kind of pushing up towards these highs up here, 30,099. So we got less than we got about 3 minutes now for market open. So had like a push retracement, and then the bull stepping back in to try to attempt to take this thing higher. About 100 likes, guys, and we'll be at the goal of 1,000 likes by 9:30. So do your boy solid. We're ramping up here as promised. So you got 3,100 people tuned in. In the next 10 minutes, we're going to ramp up pretty rapidly here, kind of going into the market open. So we're almost there. We'll give you another 20 seconds to get your vote in, and we'll finalize this poll. Maybe a little dip at open, then rip. Chum waffle, maybe. I mean, we don't know. I mean, the previous 1 hour candle is extremely bullish, chat, right? This candle already put in a high above it. So, right, you already got the retracement down. So that you got to be mindful of that. So we'll have to see how this thing kind of plays out. All right, finalizing the poll here. Looks like 50% feel like we're gonna pump, 31% feeling like we're gonna dump, and 19% feels like Joey is watching the stream. So obviously almost 1,000 votes, chat, and that 50% feel like we're gonna go up. So that's your, do with that what you will. A lot of bulls in the chat at the moment. So 4 hour chart is bullish. You got a nice bottom wick as well, right? Kind of tapping off yesterday's daily candle low, 29,877. So very interesting, right? Is that enough to kind of shoot us up towards 371? That's the question. All right, 35 seconds left, guys. I appreciate the support. We hit 1,000 likes, so the streak remains alive before 9:30. So I appreciate that, guys. Got about 25 seconds, and this thing's gonna open up here. All right, here it is. Straight up so far, guys. Market pump, right, to 30,105.75. And a pullback here. Wow, a lot of volatility kind of stepping in here. So 30,091. And another pullback, chat. So just being patient. Yeah, this is kind of clapping people left and right here, chat, to be honest. Definitely time to be smart. All right, gonna let this candle kind of formulate here. The bears are stepping in with aggression here, guys. ORB is gonna be set. That's what I'm waiting for, because you had a lot of chop, kind of like in this 5-minute candle, right? So got to be a little smart here. High so far, 30,112. Gonna map it out. Got the low 30,005.50, right? All right. 5-minute ORB is about to be set, chat. There it is, right? So it's set. All right, we just lost 30,005, right? Which is the bottom of the ORB. That's bearish, but getting close to the 50 EMA, 29,965. A lot of selling pressure on the previous 5-minute candle here. Definitely got to be, I mean, this is kind of like a nasty, definitely setup here, guys. Got to be patient. Let this, right, for shorts, I think you want a candle to close below the ORB. Hanging out at 30,000. I mean, you're getting, because your problem is right now we're just kind of bouncing back and forth between, you know, inside of that 5-minute ORB right now. So, right, you got a wick top and the bottom of the candle. One-hour chart is bearish. It's getting close to that 50 EMA 975, guys. 30-minute chart is bearish. It's right at the 50 as well. So trying to kind of wait to see how this. Right back inside again into the ORB. This might be a 15-minute ORB kind of setup today, chat. I mean, I do see that bearish momentum, obviously, right? You like that bearish momentum. It's a bearish engulfing candle on that 930 open off of 112, but back and forth craziness here. All right, candle closure below. Finally a candle closure below, guys. So looks like shorts are right. If we can stay below the ORB 30,005, you're looking for possibility of more downside. We need to lose this this EMA, right, the 200 EMA as well. So we need to get back below 970. We lose 970, could be headed back towards 877. So this is kind of like a make or break, I think, area for the bulls. And this is the current 15-minute candle, guys. It's really heavy, right? It's really heavy. It's bearish. So you got to be mindful of that. That today might be one of those 15-minute ORB kind of setup days. But like I said, if we stay below 29,971, I think we got more downside towards 877. So you're looking for shorts, right? Because we lost the ORB. As long as we hold below 970 area, like 970.50. So definitely not a, you know, it's, even though that candle closed bearish here, we had a lot of back and forth chat, right? So it hasn't been a clean kind of setup. You got some back and forth, right, between back inside the range, outside of the range, etc. So I think, like I said, it's 3 minutes, 10 seconds left on the current 15-minute candle to kind of close out. Do they flush the 50 EMA and then we get more downside, right? That's what you're kind of looking for on a day like today with this open. Gonna actually start mapping out that 15, guys, just because of how that open's been, right? So you gotta have context here. So that's basically the bottom of the range so far. 15-minute chart, 29,957.25 so far. So I think you got to play this kind of smart and let this thing let the 15-minute ORB kind of play out, right? Getting a bounce back again. About a minute, 37 seconds left on the current 15-minute candle. All right, back below 972 again. Got a minute, about a minute left here. Yoki, yeah, that's what, yeah. And that's what I'm saying, guys. You gotta, you know, let this thing kind of settle down here. So it is dropping now. So there's the bears kind of stepping in again here to the downside, right? You're losing, kind of getting some momentum to the downside here. So shorts are kind of stepping in now. You lost 970 and you got the downside kind of stepping in here. So the low so far, 943.25. "13 seconds left. And this is how the 15-minute candle looks, chat. Right? This is the 15-minute chart. So, all right. So 15-minute chart is now set. ORB set for the 15-minute. We know that it's bearish. Do we get some kind of push up here, form some kind of top wick, and then it span lower to the downside? This is a 5-minute chart. So now if you're looking for, right, basically back below 942, you would be looking for shorts maybe towards 877 if that's the case. Quick short here, guys. Looks really good, actually. Took a quick short there. Not going to show the account, but took a short off of 971 here, right, for a drop lower. Trying to see if we can get down to like 925. So, right out the EMA. So obviously you guys know, not kind of flipping over because of what we got going on, but And now we'll kind of see what we got. Give me 1 second here. Let me check something, guys. Let me log into another one. Hold on. Gotta have like 5 tabs open today. It's like crazy because of this guy Joey Morgan, man. So yeah, as long as, so the bulls want us back above the EMAs, guys. As long as we hold below the EMAs, I think there's more downside here. That's how you got to play this, in my opinion. One hour chart, kind of hanging out here at 9:45. Right back above the ORB low. But I think you lose the ORB here, guys. You get back to 933. I think a lot more downsides kind of stepping in here. So got to be quick on this setup, I think, today because of the kind of like the volatility that's kind of happening here. But I think you'll get some kind of flush McGush. Like I said, 925, guys. You're looking for lower here, right, to kind of flush down here. Here's 934. $931. All right, there's 928, guys. Quick trade there. Gonna take this off. I think, yep, there's 925, right? So there's your TP got hit of 925. So if you took the short there, guys, drop a W in the chat. Had basically shorts off of the EMA 970 area. It just got hit, right? So you got paid. 920 got hit. So that was actually a really good short setup there. You got to love it, chat. So obviously, like I said, I'm going to be strategic here. But that was right off the EMA, about a 48-point drop. So if you held that, you got paid. Congrats. Actually went down to 29,920. You gotta love it. Hey Zeus, you took a L. Hey, I mean, what did you do wrong? Because you gotta understand that we're in a competition. So we're in a competition here. So doing what I can to help you guys out, but you got to be strategic as well. You got Joey definitely tuning into the show. So no, I did not say enter at 925 for a short, guys. I said the TP was 925. Oh man. What a comedy show. He said at a rally, opening rally to 30,374. No, I did not. What are you? BenPod 9418, what are you talking about? I did not say we're gonna rally to 30,003. What show are you watching, sir? You're on the wrong show, because DMONEY did not. What show are you watching? Because I did not say that. So I don't know what you're talking about, but but I'll tell you what, go back to that stream that you were watching, because we're gonna boot you from the channel. So you're gone. You gotta be kidding me. Like, guys, I never said anything about 30,300 level. Like, I never even, like, what are you talking about? That's the daily level that's mapped out on the chart. I did not say we're gonna go there. Like, right? Like, what are you talking? What are you smoking at 9:53 in the morning, sir? This is crazy. All right, so pretty aggressive pushback up here, chat. All right, so off those lows, 920, right back to 30,000, right at 30,000. Crazy. Crazy pump, right back up inside of the ORB. Bullish engulfing candle as well. Oh, man. Yeah, it's like crazy, chat. Like, I know like, I did not say that. So you're clearly confused, so you need to go to another stream and watch them and come back under another user ID when you lose some money. So because the thing is, guys, I literally talked about shorts, right? We waited for the 15-minute ORB to kind of set up. I said if we lose, right, I got in right off the EMA on the 5-minute chart, but I said if we get back below 9, from 970, it took a short. I said if we lose the ORB again, you're looking for like 920. 925, right? That was the setup. So I don't know what if you listen, you would have picked that up. So it's like crazy, man. All right, so let's see what we got here, chat. 29,956. It's been, even though we're, we got the selling pressure off 112. 30,112 up here, top of the ORB. Even though we've kind of drifted down, it hasn't been super clean, guys, meaning that without like some yoke action, right? Even though these candles are kind of closing out bearish, all these previous candles, it's been yoke. So got to be a little strategic here. All right, looking like a nice bounce here. Kind of could be in progress, chat, for a recovery right back up. You like the bullish engulfing candle, previous 5-minute candle. So the way I think I would play this is if we can hold 29,943, then right, the ORB low, basically you don't want to see us kind of get back below there. Then we could be in for a nice kind of like V-shaped recovery right back up. A lot of bearish candles in a, right? I mean, that was from 112, almost a 200 point, right? About 192 points, 193 points down. So let's see how this plays out here, chat. Still a lot of time left. It's only 9:56. I like what I'm seeing here. for longs, chat. You can kind of see the kind of structure kind of forming, right? Bullish engulfing. This candle opens up, pushes straight up from 950. Oh, man. All right, so these two accounts, guys, these are the two Lucid accounts. These accounts are done for the day, needed 150, right? So these accounts are green. The two Lucid Flex accounts that I took payouts on a couple days back, right? Gonna lock these out. These are done for the day. Just needed 150 to lock in. So these are done. So basically, I need another 3 days of $150, and we'll be ready for another payout. So not gonna force the issue here. We'll lock these out for the rest of the day. No, these are 50K Lucid Flex. 50K Lucid Flex accounts. Why aim for small days? No, it's not aiming for small days. I'm basically taking what's in front of me, sir. Name of the game is payouts. So I'm not gonna force the issue. If I'm already there, not gonna force it. So yeah, yeah, 10 o'clock today, you got new home sales coming out here, chat. We'll let this thing kind of play out here. This new 5-minute candle coming out, new home sales at 10 o'clock. You got a FOMC speaker at 10:15. New home sales is not red folder, but could have an impact. So we'll see. All right, there's the pop here, chat. This V-shaped recovery is in motion here. We know that we got 30,112 as the top of the ORB. That's about 100 points from here. There's a lot of room. They're gonna push it right back up, right? Oh man, today's the day, chat, where you have to kind of listen to the commentary due to what's going on here, chat, right? So I said that at the beginning of the stream. So just be aware of that. Uh, 17-point drawdown from 937. What? 17-point drawdown from 937. What does that mean? You took a short or something? Like I'm confused. Cadet, we're not a. This is not a trading. This is not a signal service, Cadet. You need to do some work on your end, sir. Put in some effort. You just want to hear buy and sell. So, today's a contest. Today's a trade. I'm in a competition. So I'm basically giving you commentary that you need to listen to and make a informed decision on what you do in the market, sir. Right? I can't show everything today because my trades, because I know that Joey is probably tuned into the stream and I'm competing against him for $5,000. So it's like unreal, man. So I literally talked about longs, V-shaped recovery, guys, right? Saying when this candle closed bullish engulfing. That candle closed at 950. You just had a pop to 30,019, which is 67 points to the upside, chat. So if you're complaining, I don't know what else to tell you. I'm just being honest. So it's like mind-boggling sometimes, chat, right? It's like mind-boggling. Like the people that, it's like crazy. Mikey, have you had a losing trade yet in the competition? Yeah, I think I've had a losing trade, right? Because it's not about, you know, it's not necessary. It's because, so the thing is, I think you have your full drawdown, Mikey, right? But you can only trade one mini anyway, right? So it's not like you can YOLO and, you know, oh, I'm a, you know, whatever. So, you know, maybe a small loser, I think. I'm not even sure. Like, I got it. Is there a way for me to check the win rate on there? I'll have to check in a second. But if I don't feel good about the price action, I just close it out. So. Joey is live now. Yeah, he's live. Yeah. I know that he trades that. Typically, I think he trades initial balance, guys, right? And that's, I think, the first hour of the market being open. That's his, like, I think, bread and butter setup. But who knows what else he's trading, right? He could be, I don't know what else he trades, to be honest. But I know that's one of his setups. So I'm not trying to be rude or anything, chat, right? But I got to be strategic because of the competition, right? So I can't, you know, I'm still giving you nuggets here, but you need to pay attention. So you got Lucid accounts, 50% off the first 2 accounts using the code PW. That's right. After that, it goes to 30% off, chat. Since you're already trading Lucid, I need your advice. I also have 100K flex funded already, made 2K. So how do I play my withdrawal strategy? Yeah, I mean, to be honest, that's up to you. I know, chat. Let me log in here. Hold on one second. I know that I need $150 minimum. In order to why did it not keep me logged in? Man, that's annoying. Hold on one second, guys. All right, I'll flip back to that in a second. The chart, because we're starting to kind of push up here, guys. 30,010, chat. I mean, I think we head to the top. It's looking like they want the top of the ORB, guys. 30,012. $30,112, right? I mean, it's another candle kind of pushed off the EMA, took out the high of the previous candle. You got 2 minutes left on the current candle. Let's see if I can. On here, guys. Yeah. Bulls are in play here, chat. Bulls are aggressive here, looking like they want to push this thing back to the top of the ORB. I mean, it's looking very aggressive here. Joey's giving you a credit on how you're a good trader, D. Hey, yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I obviously, you know, I like Joey. I don't have anything against Joey, guys. It was just, you know, it's friendly competition, to be honest. That's all. I'm not that guy, right? That I don't. Any streamer, chat, right? I mean, but he seems like a cool guy. Obviously, he was here about a month ago, so seems like a cool guy, chat, to be honest. But it's like funny, he was like talking smack on X though. I like clicked on my X feed. I'm like, what is all this? I'm like, I'm like. $30,050 needs to break for more continuation. Oh, of course. Yeah, you need to get back above there. I mean, you're getting a retracement now, but you're trying to kind of wait to see if the bulls step in here to take us higher, guys. Interesting how it hit the open twice and reversed down. Yeah. I mean, right now you're kind of watching, right? It's 10-12 chat. You got the 15-minute candle. It is bullish. Nice bottom wick off of all three EMAs and push right back up. So do they have enough juice? Do the bulls have enough juice to take this thing higher? She gone. She gone. Let's go. She gone. You gotta love it. You gotta love when the bazooka comes and the arrow is there, chat. You gotta love it when the arrow's there and the bazooka comes and takes out that level. She gone. If you caught the longs, guys, drop some W's in the chat. Cray cray with little Ray Ray. You gotta love it. It gotta be. So yeah, it's saying that Trump, they reached a deal, needs Trump approval, right? Hold on one second here, chat. What a crazy move there. That's right. It's like crazy too, chat, because you had news earlier that said that Iran fires missiles at Kuwait after U.S. strikes, etc. Right? Kind of like some back and forth, and then all of a sudden you get the bazooka. So 30,187. Probably now some kind of pullback, right? That kind of steps in. Before trying to go higher. So if you missed that pop, I mean, I think you got to be patient now for some kind of retracement and then continuation, right? Five-minute candle kind of building out here. So retracing back to the ORB high, 30,112 at the moment. Were you able to catch some of that candle reaction? Yeah. Now you got the bearish reaction, right? Kind of like stepping in. So All right, so what do we got now? Well, you got workbooks, trading accounts. You can get started equities for as cheap as $36, guys, using the code PW. Nvidia, Google, Facebook, etc. You gotta love it. So let's see how this thing kind of maps out here. You want some kind of, I mean, this was the candle. This was the bazooka. So 181 points. Currently the retracement off the high, about 126. So nothing to do right now, guys. Got to be patient, right? It's not a deal at all. Yeah, it's like funny, man, like how this has happened like multiple times, guys, right? It's like conflict in news. Oh, we got a deal, but Trump has to approve it, or no deal. All right, 1025. Do we get a test of the 14 EMA, right? 30,051. Or do they just yoke this thing right back up? Do you still like the longs? I mean, you just had a pretty nice retracement, chat. So I think obviously right now, I mean, bulls are stepping back in with aggression. They're trying to take us back to the upside, right? I think we need to hold 30,112 and we need to start popping previous candles highs. So you would love to see us back above 150, that 154 area for more continuation, right? To the upside. That's how I think I would have to play it here. Until we start popping previous candles highs, it's hard to kind of want to try to join the party, right? So if you missed the crazy volatility, do me a solid if you haven't already, guys. Hit the like button. We got to get to 2,000 likes on the stream. We've had that streak for quite some time. So do you boys solid, hit the like button. We had quite the volatility here. Bazooka candle. Had a crazy kind of open, choppy open, but then was able to catch some longs off the bottom for the V-shaped recovery. And right now we're sitting at 1,300 likes, guys. We got 4,000 people tuned into the show. So if you haven't already, do me a solid, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know the vibes. Somebody said they made 20. I made 24 trades and I made $3.93. Now that right there is a lot of effort for $3.93. That is quite the that is quite the effort put in there on your end. But $3.93 is cray cray with little Ray Ray. So All right, so yeah, you know, bulls are stepping in pretty aggressively, guys, here, right? It seems like they're trying to kind of get us back above. Somebody said use the code PW. Oh man. Pass combine on the pop, nice. Curious to see how this current 5-minute candle closes out here, chat. It's looking like they're trying to push us back to the upside, right? That's what it seems like, so. Didn't pop the previous candle's high yet, but got pretty close. So 30,149 is the high of this candle. The previous 5-minute candle is 154. So you got 9 seconds left on the current candle. Can they get back above? Right, and that's, you know, you're just trying to be cautious. You know that there's a lot of volatility in the market. You don't want to get swiped on, right? They swipe the high and then they reverse this thing back down, kind of deal. So all right, pumpity pump here, chat. $161. Can they get back above 185? So I did say if we pop those previous candles highs, that's what you would be looking for, right? For more upside. You pop 153, you got up to 167. So if you took that long, you got paid. That news candle high, whatever we want to call it, chat, the high is 187, right? So I mean, are you using TradingView? Yeah, this is TradingView. Physically place trades on Tradeovate prop though, right? So that's the one and only prop firm of the BDH, platform of the BDH that we use. So chart on TradingView and then physically place the trades on Tradeovate prop. So somebody said Joey's getting ready to do the initial balance setup. Yeah, I mean, if you look at the 1 hour chart, I mean, that's what it is, right? You map out the high and the low, if I'm not mistaken, and that's your range kind of deal. So we got an update coming up at 12 o'clock, guys. We'll see how that looks at 12. So Initial baldness. Oh, man. What? My fund of futures, 40% off using the code PW chat of the on the builder plan. So I should have listened to you and walked away with 150. Yeah, I mean, so if you caught that pop, chat, right, you know you got to be patient now, right? You're looking for, like, we just popped previous candles highs, right, on the previous 5-minute candle, but then we had a pullback. So, and this candle closed bearish. So you're kind of looking to see how this plays. I mean, we did have a push right back to the EMA, and then a push right back up. So, you know, we are testing that ORB high, 112. DMONEY, show us the dash view that shows matchup balances. Yeah, I'm not going to do that until 12 o'clock when the update comes out. So the update comes out at 12. That's when we're gonna show the balances. When is Romy Rome stopping by? Yeah, if you weren't on the stream yesterday, John, he actually unfortunately stopped by yesterday. So if you missed that, you can rewatch that stream. You had Jerome in the building yesterday, which should be a crime and illegal at this point. But apparently either Ginger or PW gave him the key, chat. So having a bit of a hard time. 30,133 here, guys. Right back to 145. So I think as long as we hold the ORB here, more upside could be kind of creeping in, right, to the market. This is a little scary, to be honest, on the 15-minute chart, chat, because of that long bottom wick on the previous 15-minute candle. Right, we were not able to pop the high So we couldn't get back above so far 180, 187, right? So you got a high, lower high. Current 15-minute candle has a lower high at the moment. Ton of time left though. There's over 6 minutes and 30 seconds. So what you're looking for, in my opinion, is you need to start seeing the bulls start putting in higher highs above the previous 5-minute candles highs, guys, from our upside. Until then, we could be in for either some chop here because of how this candle closed, previous 15-minute candle closed, or deeper retracement to the downside here, chat, right? So something's coming, and I know it's frustrating if you missed a pop, but you had a very valid V-shaped recovery, right, off these lows down here. We started talking about longs from 950 area, to be honest, right, when we saw that bullish engulfing candle that closed out on the 5-minute chart. But if you map out from the low to the high, that was a 266 point pop, right? Or 266 point basically reversal to the upside here, guys. So a lot of times when that happens, you do get a slowdown in the market, kind of like a brief pause, etc. And then we'll have to kind of see what happens. Now, today's the 28th. And yesterday we had quite a bit, had some earnings kind of price action after the market closed out. We already kind of went over the news for the day as far as what's dropping, what's printing. But let me check earnings. You like that candle closure on the 5-minute chart, guys, right? Right off the ORB with that wick. So I think pop here is coming. All right, you got Dell reporting today, right? So you see, it's here, then it left. DLL. Yep. So you got Dell reporting today, guys, 405, right? And then other than that, it looks like we got, kind of do the calendar breakdown. 23 companies reporting. Yeah, you got Costco today, chat, as well. So Costco's reporting at 4:15. You got Dell at 4 o'clock, or sorry, 4:05. So looks like those are two of the bigger kind of companies reporting. You got Gap reporting today, American Eagle Outfitters, etc. after the market closed today, chat. So just be cautious of that. But yeah, I mean, as long as we hold the ORB, see how we're getting it kind of like this price action off of it. You had a low, you had some kind of support kind of built out here, 5-minute chart off the 14 EMA. So that would be like your higher, right? That would be like your higher low. And then this level here needs to hold to confirm the higher low, chat, right? And then we push out of this to the upside back above 180, 188. So this would be like, this is almost like a small support at the moment, right? It needs to hold for the bulls short term, chat. We can't hold this level, then not good, right? Could be getting more kind of selling pressure stepping in. But you had a nice little pop there, right? So the current candle opened up at 126.75 and had a pop up to 163. So you had a nice pop there. Oh man. D-Money, how can I know? How can I know about company reports and earnings? Yeah, I use earnings whispers, chat. I used to trade stock options like back in the day, and that's the company that I use for earnings. Earnings Whispers is a really good site that has. Let me pull it up here. Like I said, if we can hold these lows, chat, basically the ORB. We stay above 112, chat. You are looking for more upside to creep into the market here, right? Back above like 30,187. All right, so what do we got? Yeah, I mean, that's the play here, chat, right? You got to kind of listen to the commentary, right? So 187 is looking promising here for continuation. So as long as we hold this, I think there's more upside creeping into the market, guys. Your target, basically, the high here, 187, we break that, obviously 200, and I think you break the 200s, obviously 300 will be the next level of interest. So kind of map that out up here, right, for another target. So your first target though, chat, is 30,187, right? Because that's the news candle, whatever came out regarding Iran, right? That's the level that you want to see get hit first. But if you listen, even if you listen though on the push from like that I kind of talked about at 130, you got paid. But I think we re-challenge those previous highs from the news candle. All right, so basically, chat, the reality is what I'm doing here is, we know that there's a competition today, and you know, kind of giving you some commentary, to be honest, to try to get you paid, right? So obviously we're not a signal service, we're not here to provide financial advice, but D-Money takes a lot of pride in breaking down the market and kind of giving you the analysis and what I see. So you gotta basically, you gotta listen, right? So now there's a sharp pullback, but hey, you know, if you took the longs from that 125 area, you're not worried, right? Because it hit 180. So we'll kind of see how this plays out now. Hey, so when you enter and exit calls, does your live stream show that, or you call out? Yeah, so today's a little different because now, if there's a crazy kind of right, if the report, I see what you guys are posting, chat, but I'm not gonna buy into anything until I see that update at 12 o'clock, right? If I see that update at 12 o'clock, then I'm gonna, you know, kind of, you know, we'll see how it kind of lands, guys, and we'll cover that at 12. But today's a little unconventional, chat. We got basically a competition going on, right? Tradeify competition is in the works here. So the reality is that there's $5,000 on the line today, chat, for me, right, versus Joey. So I'm not gonna you know, the update doesn't come out until 12 o'clock, so we'll see how it works. D, what do I do if I'm still confused? Oh man. So if you're still confused, I mean, you gotta, I mean, guys, this is that original update, guys, at 8 o'clock this morning, right? So you can see here that it updates at 12. That's what I'm looking at, right? I don't care about anything else right now until 12 o'clock, chat. So we'll see how it plays out. So, but you can see down here, right? Somebody's gonna get $5,000 today, either me or Joey, chat. That's just what it is. So we'll see how it plays out. 12 o'clock, we'll have more information. So if you're lost or confused, listen, we're not a signal service, but I think the chat overall will agree that I have given a ton of commentary here, chat, and kind of walk you through what was being seen in the market. The funny thing is, even before the bazooka came out, we talked about the V-shaped recovery and me saying that it looks like they want price to get back up to 112. Right? We literally talked about it. And then you got the bazooka push to 187. So, and obviously, you know, somebody's going to say, well, oh, that was Iran related. It doesn't matter, guys. The reality is that you saw the momentum building on the chart, right? You're just trading what's in front of you. So, I mean, it is what it is. D-Money, you not showing your trades is actually making me a better trader. Yeah, but I mean, that's the only reason why, chat. So typically, so if you're new to the stream today, people that rock out every day, they understand because they know that the tournament's going on, right? We're in a competition here. $5,000 is on the line, guys. So I'm not showing my trades for a reason today, right? But I'm still talking you through setups, you know, that have played out. So. D, where's the 5 accounts offer? So Sarah, what are you? So you're saying 5 account offer? Yeah. So you got a couple options for that. So Apex now has the option to do 5 packs, chat, where you're able to buy 5 accounts at a time. You got an option for activation fees included or not included, right? So I will say this. You have, and I know some people obviously are not a fan of the trailing drawdown accounts, chat, but right now, Apex 90% off using the code PW, you are able to get basically 5 intraday, 5 trailing drawdown accounts, chat, 550K trailing drawdown accounts in a 5 pack for $95. I mean, that is cray with little Ray, guys, right? So now if you want to add activation in there, it's going to be more expensive, but that's just what it is, right? So if you want to add activation, guys, it's more expensive. But if you don't want to add activation, because the reality is they're basically covering both options, right? So if you go with the 5 trailing drawdown accounts, chat, without activation, on a 5 pack, it's $95 for the 50K, right? So obviously, if you pass those accounts, you're gonna have to pay the activation fee separately, right? However, if you are trying to, you know, you're like, hey, you know, I wanna, maybe I'm new to trading or I'm figuring this thing out, and you don't want to pay the activation fee up front, chat, just in case you fail the evaluation, they still got you covered, right? Because you're able to basically get the 5 evals, trailing evals, 50K for $95. Works out to be $19 per account, chat. So just kind of keep that in mind. So use code PW. You guys know the vibes. Oh man. All right, so you had a sharp pullback, but then continuation right back up, chat. Right, and this is bullish. This is bullish, guys. When you see price have a sharp pullback and then they're able to yoke it right back up, and they just pop that previous 5-minute candle's high, the bearish candle, that's bullish, chat. Right, because if it was, you know, because the reality is that why, right? How did the bulls get enough energy to pull that off, right? Basically off the retracement down here, right back up. That's a 58-point recovery. So see how this 5-minute candle closes. Could be looking for more upside here. Equal high in a 5-minute, yeah, it is. I mean, it's pretty close, right? But the reality is that we know that you just had a recovery of you basically just recovered that entire previous candle's kind of retracement down. Right now you are going into the last 4 minutes of the 1-hour candle being open, so just be kind of cautious of that. A lot of times you do get a pullback the opposite direction, but it is bullish, chat. It is bullish. And you can see how we talked through this, guys, right? So the high down here has not got taken out, 110 level. Now you map out this higher low, right? And that level now needs to hold for more upside, right? You don't want to see us back below 122 because that would kind of invalidate this being a higher low. So same thought process here, guys. We're just kind of grinding to the upside here. That's what's happening, right? Trying to get above that news candle high of 187 here, chat. All right, got pretty close there, right? 30,186.50. You're talking a half a point. It's amazing how you keep track of all these things while trading, especially keeping in mind the hourly close. Yeah, but the reason why, I have to know when the hourly candle is closing out, guys, and you know what'll help you with that? Setting alerts on your phone. PW kind of laughs at me, right? Sometimes when we're streaming together because my alarm goes off when the 4-hour candle or 1-hour candle is getting ready to close, guys. Because the reality is that saves me. I've blown a ton of accounts, chat, not realizing that the higher time frame is kind of closing out, and right, and that new candle is getting ready to open, and a lot of times I'll get chopped or something. So I had to kind of realize that a lot of times price you know, gives you that continuation in the new 1 hour candle as an example, right? I've gotten chopped too many times, guys. So I had to start kind of looking at the 1 hour and 4 hour. That's how I integrated that, because I've lost, right? So like down here, a lot of times, right, you see the selling pressure that we had at market open. So I'm like, okay, well, it's going to keep going down. So I would just short it, right? Like trying to anticipate more downside. And then boom, there goes the new 1 hour candle opening up over in the last 10 minutes of, notice how the reversal here today, chat, happened. The first green candle after 9:30 open happened at 9:50, right? The last 10 minutes of the 1 hour candle being open, right? And then you got the reversal. So just kind of keep that in mind, guys. You'll start to pick up on patterns and all that the more you trade. There's the pop of the high that we talked through, chat, right? 30,191 just got put in. So just popped the news candle high of 30,187. You can also use higher time frame candle overlay on TradingView. Yeah, you can. It's your option. It's whatever. It's however you want to do it, chat. Right. You know, I think look out here, chat, for 200s to get tapped. Right. So this is the new 1 hour candle. Now the reality is we got a small wick put in. You see that small wick on the 1 hour chart. So you got a small bottom wick down here. So a lot of times, you know, you get the momentum previous candle put in, and then you get the small wick, and then we just take off because we've been kind of hesitating, right? A lot of times that's frustrating because people are like, man, like, you know, I want a deeper retracement. Well, yeah, I mean, I agree, but the issue here is that we've had some kind of consolidation, guys, right? We had consolidation kind of going in throughout this whole 10 o'clock candle, and now you're getting that expansion, right? So the next level, if price is going to continue here to the upside, would definitely be the 300s, right? You would be looking at 300, 30,300. And then if we break that, we're headed towards yesterday's daily candle high, 30,379. So $30,217. That's right. So if you haven't already, guys, do me a solid, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know what to do. We just out here trying to make a little money. I got the weather forecast here. I got you covered. Don't you worry. And I'll be the first to tell you, chat, that it has been a lot of rain already here in Fort Lauderdale this morning. So unfortunately, chat. So the current temperature at the moment is 82 degrees. The high today is going to be 87. The low overnight was 77 degrees. It's cloudy right now. Looking like it's going to obviously remain cloudy for the rest of the day, guys. You got an 85% chance of rain throughout the day today. So today is one of those days where definitely it's not a beach day, right? Kind of overcast, gloomy, unless you're into that kind of thing, right? Walking the beach when it's gloomy. I'm sure there's somebody out there that is, but DMONEY is not. So definitely not a beach day. You got rain coming up again. It looks like 25% chance at 7 o'clock, and you got sunset today at 8:06, but you can't see the sun anyway, so because of the cloudiness, chat. So that's your weather forecast, brought to you by the BDH and DMONEY. You gotta love it. Oh man, somebody said he made a mistake about it. Lucid does, they having a consistency for the eval because I heard you said no, but I see the metric on my dash is funded account. Yeah, so Lucid, keep an eye out here, guys. We're expanding to the upside. Like I said, you're looking for 300s, right? 300 is the next stop if this is going to continue to the upside here, chat. Right, so Lucid accounts have a consistency rule depending on what account you have, right? So depending on what account you have, that's gonna determine. Lucid right now, 2 accounts, 50% off using the code PW. After that, it goes to 30% off, guys. So if you so what I've stated in regards to Lucid, guys, is that you got 3 options, right? You got straight to funded accounts, you have pro accounts, and you have flex accounts. So those are the 3 options that you have with Lucid, chat. So I'm trading 50K Lucid Flex. So in the consistency, the eval stage, you do have a 50% consistency rule, right? Meaning that it's going to take you minimum 2 days to pass. So you got to hit $3,000. So, you know, 1500 will get you there, right? So if you click on funded rules for the flex account, and you notice here, there is no consistency in the funded stage, right? So if you have a consistency rule, the person that stated that in the comments, what I've stated is you must clearly have either the pro account, because there is a consistency rule in the funded at 40%, right? So in the funded, there's 40% consistency on the pro account, and in the direct account is 20%, because obviously there's no evaluation, guys, right? So the flex account is the only account with no consistency rule in the funded stage, and those are the accounts that I'm trading. So pro has buffer and consistency. Exactly, Jesse. So the other thing is, well, chat, between the pro and the flex is that there is no daily loss limit on the flex account, and you do have a daily loss limit on the pro account. Just kind of keep that in mind, guys. That applies in the funded and eval stage for pro accounts as well. But you're able to pass them in 1 day. Right? So that's the option, chat. So right now, like I said, 50% off 2 accounts using the code PW goes to 30% after you use those 2 accounts. So after you use, you know, the 2 uses. All right, 30,228. We got a new 1 hour candle. The 1 hour candle, very small bottom wick, but you got the expansion. So now you are getting close to, I guess, the bottom of this kind of, if you draw out basically a support level here, chat, or sorry, a resistance level from the previous rejection. The base of it is around 30,270, right? So just kind of be mindful of that. That could be an area where we start to get some kind of turbulence for price to kind of continue higher, right? Doesn't necessarily mean that it has to, that it can't kind of bust through that 270 and head up to 379, but that is an area where, right, you're kind of getting close to the resistance level. Also, flex is a little bit, yeah, that's correct. That is correct, chat. So if you look at the pricing, that is a good point as well. So you gotta be smart, guys. It's totally up to you, right? So obviously using the code PW, you get 50% off 2 accounts. But if you notice the actual pricing here, you will see that the flex account right? Like even regular, right? When they're not kind of reflecting the 50% off, but it would be like $75 or something like that. $70, $75. You know, they're showing like right now 98, right? Look at the 50K Pro account, 129. So you're saving over $30 by going with the Flex account. So the biggest thing there, chat, is going to depend on, I guess, do you want to pass in one day? Right? Do you want to pass in one day? Because if you're one of those people that you're adamant about having to pass an evaluation in one day, chat, then obviously, I mean, you have your answer. You have your answer, right? You need to go with either the direct account because there's no evaluation, or you need to go with the pro account because you're adamant about kind of getting right to the point. But if you want to, now also there's 3-day payout on pro accounts, right? You can get a payout in 3 days. It's going to take you 5 days of $150 minimum on a Flex account. So passing in one day is crazy. These people must be rich. Yeah, I'm just giving you the options, chat, right? Either way, we got you covered. Using the code PW is going to get you the best deal. It doesn't matter. So don't you worry. D, is passing in one day firms promotes gambling? RSI scalper. Yeah, so I think the reality is, if price is giving you the setups, guys, and you're able to kind of ride it. So as an example, I know for a fact that there's some people in the chat. So drop in the chat, guys, if you pass an evaluation today, right? If you caught, so on the news pump, just out of curiosity, right? Like who passed an evaluation based off of this pump? So we talked about the V-shaped recovery, and maybe you were holding the long and you got caught up in the whirlwind, crazy, like kind of pop here of 158 points, right? So who passed some evaluations today, right? So I know there's some people out there, because that point kind of ratio was crazy, chat, right? Over 150 points, that's a lot. So 5 new, me on the news candle. Yep, see, pass 3, pass. Yeah, see, that's the thing, guys. When there's a lot of volatility in the market and momentum, you know, a lot of times you're able to kind of ride that, right? Especially if you got like the Flex account when there's no daily loss limit, chat, and you're able to kind of let it, you know, you start kind of building up. Maybe you're green on the day and you got some cushion. You're able to kind of take advantage of that, right? And, you know, kind of ride the momentum. So, but is it necessary to pass it in one day? Absolutely not, chat, right? So I want to make sure I say that. I'm not saying that you have to pass in one day. The beauty about LuxAlgo account, there's no monthly fee either way, chat. So you can take as long as you want to pass that evaluation. So it's totally up to you. Not me was sleepy. Sugar trader. I mean, guys, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that, chat. D, do a survey who passed in one day. Yeah, I mean, I can do that. We can drop a poll real quick. Let's see. So yeah, we'll do a quick survey, guys. Hold on 1 second. got to give you 3 options here just to kind of see, right? There it is, guys. So you can drop your how long it's taking you in the chat just so we can kind of get the party started. Right? So just out of curiosity, chat, right? See how many people have passed in one day. It is kind of, it's good to kind of see that, chat, right? Good to see the numbers. So right now you got about 100 votes so far. 24% saying they passed in one day. You got 2+ days, 35, 10+ days, 42%. So wow, I mean, that is to be honest, 10+ days, chat, 41% right now is pretty interesting, not gonna lie. Can never be an option. Peaks 8, yeah, you'll get there, right? The thing is, you can't really compare to, you know, maybe people have been trading longer. Joey Morgan's in the chat with the $50 tip. Great gains, dude. Enjoy that 5K. Hey, man, I appreciate the kind words, man. I don't want to, you know, I gotta wait for the update, buddy, at 12 o'clock. But I appreciate the kind words. Nothing but you know, positive things to say about you, sir. So I appreciate the tip. You didn't have to do that, man. Somebody said don't fall for it. Yeah, I gotta wait to 12. Nothing. Joey, we know you were here a couple times. You were here. I met you what, about a month ago, month and a half. So nothing but respect for you, man, to be honest. But I still need to wait for that. I still need to wait for that update to come out, sir, at 12 o'clock. So. Tanner, $5 tip. Been a tough month, but secured $3,600 payout today and had $1,300 last week. Yeah, sometimes it's like that, guys. Right? We know that you're gonna go on hot streaks. You're gonna have some payouts back to back. Then it's gonna be a struggle, chat. Anybody that tells you different, and we know Tanner for a fact has posted payout on payout on payout, guys. So. The reality is, it happens to the best of us, chat. You're gonna have time periods where you feel like you can't get a payout to save your life. I mean, and if anybody tells you differently, guys, they are honestly lying to you. So, and you probably want to kind of reevaluate that, because that's just trading. DMONEY, PW is going to come back. Yeah, PW is going to be back, chat, obviously streaming. He has pre-runs this week for Baja 500, so make no mistake about it, he's getting ready for that. So next week is the actual race. So, you know, PW, chat, he's going all in. He's focused and getting his pre-runs in. So that's why he is not streaming the open, right? Typically, obviously, PW streams the open. I come on afterwards, but when he has something going on, like a race or whatever it is, you got DMONEY rocking out for market open. So you gotta love it. Perez 920, I secured a payout this week after a 2-month drought. Yeah, chat. Trust me, it is, you know, you would like to think that you're not going to have droughts, chat. It sounds good. It sounds good, chat, right? You're like, oh yeah, you're going to have droughts. You might go a couple months without a payout. And I know that people don't want to hear that, guys, because it can almost sound discouraging, but it's not meant to discourage you. It's meant to basically tell you, to kind of show you that and keep it real, that you're gonna have ups and downs, guys, in this game. That's just what it is, right? You got to stay true to yourself. You might have people throwing shots, you know, because in the world that we're in with social media, etc., I mean, everybody's watching, guys, right? So that's just how it is, chat, right? I mean part of the game. All right, price is sitting at 30,236. Kind of building out here. Like I said earlier, chat. You're looking cute today, D-Money. Is it Tanjiro Komodo? 5819. Okay, so are you a? It sounds like, I mean, that's a female. That is a female user ID. So are you actually? Are you just trying to clarify? We got to make sure on the D-Money show, because we know that there's some hecklers out there. You got Alex and you got Big Brawley, etc. So are you a female? That's the question. I appreciate the tip, but are you a female? Just trying to figure out here. So if you are, no, that's a aim character from yeah. So see, this is why we have to. We got to verify, chat, right? Because, let me check something here. All right, you got a little Katy Perry playlist on your thing, but the chat's telling me otherwise here, chat. All right, the chat's telling me that you are not that you're not a male, or that you're not a female. Oh man, it's a dude. Yeah, this is crazy, chat. He's a guy. He just said he's a guy, but he loves you. Yeah, I can't. So is there a way for us to send back the tip, guys? I don't feel right. Stomach's kind of upset here. So is there a way to refuse a tip? We gotta get with PW on this. Is there a way to refuse a tip, chat? We got to give you a timeout for violating D-Money. So this is we knew it was gonna we knew it was coming, chat, right? We knew it was coming because the reality is that it's almost like it's I don't know how to fix this, chat. Like, how do we stop this from happening? Because you get a couple big trades, and you get the bazooka candle coming in, etc. And then people are starting to kind of get loose here. It's 11:21. And I don't know how to kind of stop this from happening. So we'll figure that out. I got to get with PW to kind of have some kind of system, guys. Maybe you guys can do some homework, or we can get Denny to kind of help me out here. How do we send back a $2 tip? Because I don't feel it doesn't sit right with me that we accepted that, right? It's kind of like, it's like forced, chat, right? Like they force you to take the tip, after the comment, right? They force you to take it. It's like it's like crazy. All right, so where are we at? 29,246, chat. Yeah, you're getting a more continuation here to the upside. Make no mistake about it. So we talked through this, and we saw the bottom of the box here, 30,266, guys. I know a lot of times, maybe there's people out there, they don't understand like what's happening. So because they kind of question it, right? They're like, oh, why does this guy draw these boxes out, etc. So we are basically just kind of looking at basic support and resistance here, chat. When price is in momentum, it is going to try to get to, it's going to travel basically between EMAs, right? So you're looking at the EMAs and you're like trying to find the next closest EMA, because that's going to be a potential target, right? In this case, we're above all EMAs already, guys. So that's not a, you can't really use that. So you're looking at support and resistance, right? Where is an area on the chart that's pretty clean that price has had some kind of reaction from, and you map it out, right? So that's why this 266 up to basically yesterday's daily candle high at 30,379 is mapped out on the chart, because we know that if momentum is going to continue, we're going to put in higher highs and higher lows, and we're going to, grind to the upside. And that's clearly at the moment what's happening. So you got another higher low that just got put in here. Does this hold up, chat? Right? And then we push up here. We just got to 249.50. So we got, we're getting close to the bottom of the box. Martin Miranda 7463. What day is Jerome here? He's cool. Well, unfortunately, you missed Jerome if you did not tune into the stream yesterday, right? Because Jerome unfortunately was here, chat. I got locked in the restroom, right? I had to pee, and Jerome locked me in the restroom and came out here and jumped on the stream, unfortunately, guys. So kind of did some investigative work on that, and reached out to PW, and he said that he thinks that Ginger gave him a key, to the building. So Ginger is saying that she didn't give Jerome a key, so we're back at square zero, right? So, and DMONEY's stuck holding the bag, guys, where I'm getting locked in the restroom and all that stuff. So I tried to get the guy trespass, and PW said it's not happening. So you never know when you're going to see Jerome. You're just going to have to tune into the streams. That's all I can tell you. So that's right. You never know. Feels like a good short. Back to, oh, okay. Well, you retracted that message, so maybe you had a change of heart. So, DMONEY throwing Ginger under the bus. I'm not throwing Ginger under the bus, chat. I'm basically saying what PW said. PW called me yesterday on the cell, and I put that on speakerphone. You guys heard it. He said that Ginger must have gave him the key. Hey. That was a great show. Jerome is like the crackhead version of DMONEY. Oh, man. That's crazy. I don't know why my mom likes Jerome, chat. My mom loves Jerome, right? She loves Jerome. I don't understand. So, but she loves the guy. It's like crazy. W took it up to for 60 points. Let's go. You're getting pretty close to the bottom of the box, guys. 266 is the bottom of the box. So if you listen to DMONEY here, you get paid. So if you choose to fade, well, today might not be the day. So you gotta love it. All right, there's the bottom of the box, guys. Guy hit 30,266. Gonna close out that poll, left it running for a little bit to get a good sample size. So it looks like 38% of the chat that participated in the vote. You got about 800 votes. 10 plus days, 38%. 2 days plus, 35%. 1 day, 27, chat. So those are the numbers. The only thing that's free in life is a mother's love. DMONEY, thanks for a good stream. Hey, I appreciate the kind words. I definitely try, guys, right? Definitely try, I'll say that. So make no mistake about it. So yeah, you just had a high put in, 30,271. So where did we get the box from? If you're kind of lost on this whole thing, support and resistance, looking to the left here, guys. 1 hour chart. The funny thing about this chat, like these levels, is that it's not hindsight, right? Because it was already, we already mapped this out. I mean, nobody can say, they can't say it's hindsight, chat. That's why I think we get some hecklers and all that. Like, every once in a while they kind of pop in here because for whatever reason, but passing is not the real test, chat. It's once you get funded. I agree. Wisdom wins 777. Black Dog T90, congrats DMONEY. Thought I saw Jerome on Joey's stream helping him trade. Well, if Jerome was there, make no mistake about it, he's leaving with something, chat, from Joey's possession. So, because the guy has sticky hands, so he's not leaving empty-handed. Sticky what? I said he has sticky hands. Hands, guys. Come on, man. All right, so, well, we're inside of the support and resistance box. And we know, chat, that tonight is the night. That's right. You got Thunder and Spurs coming up tonight at 8:30, chat. Make no mistake about it. DMONEY will be tuned in. For some reason, I went home, and I know we covered it. I'm like, oh, yeah, the game's on tonight. And I forgot that the Knicks have already secured their spot, because technically they would have played last night, right, if they didn't advance already, guys. You know, they're waiting, obviously, for the winner of this series. So you got Thunder and Spurs tonight, 8:30. Obviously, OKC leads that series 3-2. And I'm curious to see what Wemby does. I mean, I see the guy, he's got, had a, game 6 wasn't his best kind of outing, right? So it looks like he refused to talk to the, the previous game, right? Because this is gonna be basically game 6. So game 5 wasn't his best outing. So I guess he refused to talk to the media. He was upset, etc. So, and they have it here, right? Like, Spurs need aggressive Wemby in game 6. Yeah, he's gonna have to put on the show here, chat. Right? He's gonna have to carry his team to kind of tie this thing up. So, and I mean, the good thing is it's in San Antonio. So if he can't pull that out here, right? Obviously they're gonna be chopped cheese, because the series is over anyway. But they obviously need to win tonight to force a game 7. And that game 7 for them is going to be tough, because it is obviously in OKC. But that game's on tonight, 8:30. So I'll be looking to see who pulls that out. Hopefully the Spurs can prolong this series, chat. Who you got? Yeah, I want the Spurs to win, guys. That's just my personal kind of take there. So because OKC has already won, chat, right? Come on, man. These guys have already won, so. They won last year. If you kind of check this out, guys, this site is Spot Track. Basically, you can go to, go down to the NBA. This is why I don't feel sorry for OKC guys, right? So you go to the Thunder. And you can click on their top players, right? So you got, like, obviously Shea. We know that he, right? You click on his on his drop down, and he's in the middle of, right? He signed a 4-year, $71 million contract, right? But then he has the extension down here, guys. Look at the extension numbers, chat. So the extension number, he's going to be making in 27-28, 60 million, chat. Right? 60 million, 65, 70, 75 here. So I don't feel sorry for these guys, right? They all got, obviously he has a max kind of like deal coming up. You look at Holmgren, guy, like, why is this guy getting, I mean, this is unreal, but he's 5-year, 231 rookie max extension current, right? He's in it as well. So he's making 41, 44, 47, 51, 54, right? So 239 million dollars for him. So, right, so like I said, a lot of their top players, chat, are getting like maxed out. So I get it that they won the championship. I know somebody's going to say that. But what I'm saying is that, you know, they won already, guys. I don't feel sorry for them, right? At all. We were above 270. Yep. Yes, sirski. Current 1 hour candle pushing pretty strong here. And like I said, if you listen to the commentary so far, all these basically higher lows have held up. Two pump sway. $2 tip. Can I win your heart and you play with mine? D-Money. So I think anybody with 2 pump sway in their name is definitely a male. No female is gonna put that in their user ID. So this is very strange, chat, right? That, you know, 2 pump sway. What are you 2 pumping? Because you're not 2 pumping D-Money, I could tell you that. So we're definitely going to give you a timeout for the tip, because your user ID is, you know, I feel violated here, chat. So we got to give this person a 5-minute timeout. Get them out of here. We're not like, this is crazy. So we're not messing around with this. Can you explain if there's a buffer on Lucid Flex accounts? Yeah, Isaiah, there's no buffer right on the Flex account. However, you're able to take out 50% up to the max payout amount, which is $2,000 per account, right? Hold on 1 second, guys. Hold on 1 second. It's like craziness going on out here. Hold on 1 second. All right, so yeah, there was some drama out there. I don't know. I gotta close this gate, guys. Hold on 1 second. There was some drama. It sounded like Jerome and somebody else was getting at it or something. Like I don't know who that was, but D-Money's not gonna play around with this. So I'm gonna close the gate. So because you never know. Cray with Lil Ray Ray. More expansion here, like I kind of talked through, chat, right? So 30,286. If you haven't already, guys, do me a solid, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know what to do. We're getting ready for the 12 o'clock update for Tradeify. So I am itching for that update to come out, chat. Right, to kind of see, right, can't count your chickens until they hatch, so to speak. So don't be on edge. No, I'm not on edge. Somebody was out there arguing, guys. There was a confrontation happening. So I know D-Money chat, D-Money grew up. I know what a heated discussion sounds like. Make no mistake about it. And somebody was not happy about something out there. So you know, when you're rolling solo here, you got to be a little cautious. So we definitely hey D, what's the P&L for the day? Yeah, I'm not kind of going over right, so you'll kind of see that at 12 o'clock, right? About to pass 4 evals. Nice. Yeah, so if you missed the kind of news here, chat, obviously we got Tradeify Cup going on, right? There's $5,000 on the line today for me, right? So I have an opportunity to bag 5K. So I'm not gonna kind of show anything until the update comes out right at 12 o'clock. So we're almost there, chat. You got less than 22 minutes here. If you haven't already, guys, do me a solid, hit the like button. Trying to get to 2,000 likes on the show. Dropped a lot of commentary today, right? Just because of the kind of competition here. But I know that, you know, saw a lot of W's in the chat, etc. So we're rolling here. Make no mistake about it. We're sitting at 1,600 likes, guys. We need less than 400 likes to get us to 2,000 likes for the morning show. Got 3,300 people tuned in, and I know that there's some people out there that have not hit the like button, and they dropped some W's in the chat. So do you boy a solid, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know what to do. We rock out Monday through Friday, no later than 9 a.m. trying to make a little money. Today I got you covered 2 o'clock, right? Same schedule as yesterday, chat. I'll be back obviously today 2 to 4 rocking out. So do you get the 5K cash? Yeah, the 5K is put into your account for you to withdraw, guys, right away when the day closes out. So I talked to Brett Simba yesterday, and that's what he informed me, right? So to be honest, it's crazy because I didn't really last night. I saw the post on X and all that, right? So in regards to like two outlaws basically going head to head, there's cash on the line. So Simba's out as of yesterday, guys. So whoever was up against Simba yesterday, they literally took home $25,000, chat. And I think whoever AJ lost to, the CEO of Lucid, obviously they took home, I think, 15,000. So that is cray with little Ray Ray. Can you please answer my question about flex payout? So does it mean 100K flex account, if 5K made, we can take 2,500 and 2,500 left if we made 500 daily for 5 days, and again take 2,500? Please clarify. Yeah, so basically you're able to take out 50%. So the 2K account, it is $3,000, right? Or sorry, $2,000 is the payout. So if you go to FAQ, you got to go to Lucid Flex, go to payouts, and you got to have basically minimum 5 days on a 100K account. You said 100K account, right? Yeah, 100K flex account, $200. So you got to have 5 days minimum, $200 here. And then when you look at this, yes. So your max payout on the 100K account, you are correct, is $2,500, right? So basically the way you got to look at this is that in order for you to pull out $2,500, you actually have to have in your account $5,000, right? To pull out that max payout, because it's 50%. See, it says payout maximum 50% of profit. So in order for you to take out 25, you got to make 5,000, right? So now if you got multiple accounts, you can take out obviously less and kind of still get the number you're trying to hit, right? So 50K account, same thing, right? Max payout is 2,000. So in order to take out $2,000, you need to have 4,000 in your account, right? And this is per account, guys, right? You're able to have up to 5 funded accounts. So let's say you made $5,000 in your account. So you know you could take out 2,500. You trade another 5 days and your account gets back to $5,000, you're able to take out another 2,500, right? So as long as you do 5 days of $200, you're able to take out, you're eligible for a payout, right? The minimum payout, guys, if I'm not mistaken, it is $500, right? So that's the minimum payout. Yes, right here. So minimum payout request is $500. Doesn't matter the size of the account. That's the minimum payout, right? So just be mindful of that. Right now, 50% off 2 accounts using the code PW. You guys know the vibes. After that, it goes to 30%. So there's also a profit split. Yes, the profit split is 90-10, chat. So all Lucid Flex accounts payouts are split 90% to the trader and 10% to Lucid. So yeah, 90-10 profit split. So yeah, you definitely want to read the FAQs, guys, right? Because you know, you're gonna, you know, depending on what, and they have it laid out. I mean, it's right. I mean, you go to just, you know, you hit the FAQ knowledge base, and then you just pick the account that you're trading, whether it be Lucid Direct, Lucid Pro, or Flex, and you literally, they have it broken down, right? Everything is here, guys. Drawdown, consistency percentage. Obviously, they're referring to the evaluation stage on that. It's we know that it's 50%, right? Payouts, funded, etc. Right? So that's it. All right, less than 15 minutes here, guys. We're getting close for the Tradeify Grand Cup update here. I know PW made a crazy amount of money today, chat, right? He was up like what, 4,500? I don't know if he probably didn't take any more trades, because I mean that's like crazy, like over 200 points I think he bagged. So he probably just he's chilling going into the next round, right? So you gotta love it. So he's gonna advance. I don't know who he would be up against. We gotta look at the bracket, but it's gonna be interesting. Yeah, it's 90-10, guys, not 90-20. Somebody probably had a typo there. It's 90-10 profit split. So and I see them. Yeah, you guys got to make sure you're not giving like incorrect information, chat. Right, because you know, some people are new and they're trying to they're getting used to trading like prop firms and like all that. That's why, to be honest, it's easier, chat, to just pull up the FAQs. Lucid Flex payout explained, 90% profit split, no buffer balance required. See, somebody just had that there's a buffer. There is no buffer required in Lucid Flex accounts, guys, right? So you got to make sure you're giving the right information. Because to be honest, let's use the 50K account as an example, chat, right? 50K account, you get 5 days at $150. You're technically eligible for a payout, right? We know that but the minimum balance, the minimum payout balance is $500. So you're technically eligible, but you got to build it up where you're able to take out 500, right? So you're probably going to need about $1,000. It's just simple math, guys. Code PW does not work for Chipotle. Sorry, chat. Oh man, you gotta love it. All right, so we need less than 300 likes, guys. Do your boy a solid, hit the like button. We got to get to 2,000 likes here, chat. 3,100 people tuned in. We need less than 300 likes. So do your boy a solid, guys. Just trying to keep the streak alive of 2,000 likes on the stream for the morning show. So I need 1,100 to get to 500 with minimum with the profit split. Yeah, but the way that it works is that if you hit $1,000, you're able to take out the 500, and Lucid's going to get their 10% of that, right? So that's how it works. That is basically a buffer, meaning you can only be taken out. Yeah, I mean, if you want to say that, I mean, that's, I'm not going to argue with that, right? All right, we're sitting at 1,800 plus likes, guys. We need less than 200. We'll be at 2,000. So do me a solid here. Right now, price is kind of stalling out. 30,292 got tapped. Now you're getting a bit of a pullback. So is this another kind of like higher low kind of setup being put in, and then we expand higher? That remains to be seen. We're going into the close of this current 1 hour candle. It is bullish at the moment. It's always funny, like market open, chat, like where, you know, kind of like the pattern that's been happening. Got to keep an eye out for it. Is that you notice how, and this is not something that happens all the time, guys, but it does happen quite often, right? So you had that push kind of going into, you know, from 8:30, 8:20, pretty violent push. 165 points, right, to the upside. We saw the market kind of pumping. So as you're coming to the chart in the morning, you're watching that and you're like, okay, yeah, the market's looking bullish. And then you had like the pop of those highs basically at 9:30, and then you had to pull back right back down, guys, right? A lot of times you'll get that pre-market pump, and then the market retraces that move, and then you get the continuation up. And that's what literally happened today. And once again, chat, here is that kind of like higher low setup playing out again. On NQ, right? Higher highs and higher lows, guys, trending to the upside. So now you're kind of watching to see if we can get back above 293. About 20 points from here, roughly. Four-hour chart looks really really strong as well, guys, right? You got over 2 hours left on that candle, but definitely looks strong. Maybe 12 will pull back. Yeah, maybe. I mean, because, you know, you got to think that, okay, do they want to form like a deeper bottom wick and then we expand higher? Kind of pulling back, open a new 1 hour candle, form that bottom wick, and then push up to the upside. Five-minute candle kind of having a pullback now, right? So right to that higher low kind of setup. Do they hold this, guys, and push it right back up now? Or is it going to be a deeper retracement to the downside? That's the question. Crazy wick. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it does look cray with low ray, guys, but we know that we've kind of, you know, we've held those higher lows multiple times, so it could be a trick to kind of push back up. We're going to find out either way. And then all of a sudden, we're kind of retesting up here, 291. So got to kind of look at what's been happening, guys. That's what's been happening. We've been bouncing right off of those levels, so look at the bounce. Kind of trap some people, kind of thinking that, you know, oh, here comes a flush McGush, and then they yoke it, push it right back up. Update coming in 4 minutes. Yeah, we're getting ready here, chat. Getting ready for the update, right? Tradeify update. That's right. So you had a reaction off of this higher low that we mapped out, right? So far, got the new candle, new 1 hour candle opening up in about 2 minutes. Guys, I didn't even notice PW's. Let me go to his thing real quick. Oh man, you gotta love it. So I didn't notice it, chat, but yeah, PW's been going. Guys, PW's not playing here, by the way. So he is literally. He's been. I think he took more trades on his. This is PW's X account. He said. So I guess he's going to get somebody named Jeff. I don't know who that is, guys. I don't. I know he's not an outlaw, right? Jeff is not an outlaw. So it was me, Joey, Rips, and whoever Rips is going against. I think you had like two outlaws going head to head. So this was 3 hours ago. Right, I guess PW had a pretty big lead here, chat. Right, so but he said problem is now Jeff knows exactly how much to make, but don't worry, I'm gonna make another 5K at open, and it looks like PW, you know, he's been banking here, right? That's so. So let's see how this thing updates here at 12, guys. It's gonna be cray with Lil Ray Ray. Trump speaking about Iran. Yeah. All right, let's see if this thing has updated. Waiting long enough now, chat, right? Feels like it's been forever. All right, so we have updated here, chat. So yeah, so this account, my account's green, guys. So I'm up $1,465 on the day. So on the account, and it looks like Joey is down $5,722. So I'm not gonna take any more trades, guys. Right, I'm gonna let this sit for the next going into close, because if he can claw back from that, hey, let him have it, right? So I'm not gonna take any more trades, chat, to be honest. Right, you got to play it smart. So because the reality is, if I, you know, I'm not gonna give back any profit here. So make no mistake about it, guys. If I win this here, I got $5,000 that I'm gonna get paid out today. So that's why I was not obviously showing trades, chat, right? So because I know some people were upset or whatever, but I had to be strategic here, chat. You got real money on the line, $5,000. So you know, so yeah, so that's the current update here at 12. The next update is coming out at 3 o'clock. So we'll obviously look at 3 o'clock, because I need to know, like, right, did he pull a Hail Mary or something, and then all of a sudden, right? So you never know, but right now you got a cushion here, and you're not, you know, I'm not looking to give any of that back. So is that on micros? So no, I traded. You can trade. You're able to trade either. Think right, Denny, 10 micros or 1 mini, if I'm not mistaken. I've been trading 1 mini, guys. Traded by account. Did not trade micros. And it's actually showing that I'm up. Oh yeah, I guess, yeah, that's right, 1465. Yeah, because after fees, right? So this is the account, right? So 1540, but then you got to take fees out, 1465. So you got to love it. That's right. The guy against PW just passed him, really? Yeah, but make no mistake about it, guys. You're talking about PW here. So if you think that PW is gonna give that up, guess what? You are highly mistaken. So I'm trying to see. So right now there's 512 people remaining. That's gonna probably get, I guess, cut in half, if I'm not mistaken, guys. Kind of going into the close today, right? So the only reason why, chat, that the payout, like for me on this is, you know, 5,000 is because somehow I got matched up against another outlaw, right? So remember, everybody else outside of Simba, which, like I said, that person yesterday, chat, they got $25,000, and AJ, the CEO of obviously of Lucid, they got 15, right? But everybody else is 5,000. So if you take out an outlaw, you win $5,000, chat. So if you go outlaw to outlaw, so in this round, right, it was literally a $5,000 payout. So I mean, that's not chump change, guys. I'll take the 5K, right, if that's what it's gonna be. Make no mistake about it. DMONEY, right, for a free tournament. So and it's basically, you could almost kind of take it like a payout. So whoa, somebody's up $14,873. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Let them have it, right? If they were able to make $14,000, guys, trading one mic, right? Hey, let them have it, man. Congrats, right? I mean, because sometimes you know, you just got to call it what it is, guys. They had an awesome day. I mean, that's I mean, let them have it. Let them have it, chat. Right now, price is sitting at 30,267. Kind of having an issue here, but will they pop for new highs? That's the question. Uh, 12:07, guys. So we got a few minutes here. Let me switch this real quick. Give me 1 second. Oh, that one's too dark. D, apparently you don't get the bounty. Oh, really? Just an FYI in case you were counting that 5K. Well, yeah, I'm not counting anything, guys. I'm just going by what I see, but we'll see what they kind of tell me. I don't know how. I'm pretty sure I do, to be honest, guys. I talked to Simba yesterday, and I think Denny talked to him this morning. So I think that I think it's happening. The other admin said it gets added to your bounty. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, chat. They'll let me know either way. Apparently Joey thought it was 5K because he literally said the same thing. He's the one that congratulated me, right? So I'm not sure, chat. You'll have to let me know. Looks like Trader Kane is out. Because yeah, it looks like he's out, chat. Trader Kane. The great start did not last. Left my stop in and have been short since. 5K donation courtesy of Brett Simba's pocket. So who knows? All right, there's 30,280, chat. Kind of pushing up here. Re-challenging. It looks like they want 293 or higher. Yeah, I traded the Lucid Flex accounts, made showed that earlier, guys, right? Made a little bit over 150 and parked those accounts. Wasn't gonna give anything back there, right? So so we'll see here, chat, right? We'll see what the news is from Simba and these guys over at TraderFi. PW is only 1K behind. Yeah, I'm trying to, let me see. The problem is that the font is a little small here, chat. You got TraderFi 40% off right now. You bundle and save on 5 accounts. You guys know the vibes using the code PW. But I can't, let me see if, hold on one second. Hold on here, chat. All right, let's see. All right, so I see like this would be the next person. These guys, whoever this is, Make Money or JC Trades. One account that looks like it's up 5,100, the other, or up 1,026. The other person's up 1,456. So they're making money, obviously. So yeah, see, it's just hard because, I think you can. Why is it? Can you blow this thing up? All right, so we can blow it up here, guys. There it is. There it is, right? That's what I wanted to. It's like crazy. You gotta like zoom in. So this is the bracket here. And I don't know if it's necessarily. Let me see. So many people on here. You gotta find. Just trying to find PW. Somebody pulled it up, but that was Brett Simber there. It says captured 25K bounty. Wow. From yesterday. Trying to see if I can spot it. I see BW trades. Oh man. You can search the name. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, let's do that. So went away. All right, so yeah. All right, so yeah, the last update, PW's at 54,000. The guy's at 55,214. Make no mistake about it, though, guys. The next update's coming at 3 o'clock. So make no mistake about it, PW is going to be very aggressive here. So I mean, don't think for 1 second that PW is not going to be aggressive. So. James, yeah, I just literally pulled it up. You're telling me the chat tell me how to pull it up. I just literally pulled it up. I mean, what do you want? Oh man. So yeah, so you got some time here, guys. We'll see how it plays out. like you guys said, yeah, you can see it obviously as well on the leaderboard. So I do see that, right? So there it is. So made no mistake about it, he's going to be aggressive here. Winner of the tournament, 200K. This thing goes to June 9th, guys. That's freaking crazy. 14 trading days, man. 14 days? You got to win all 10 days to obviously be the champion, right? If an outlaw wins, and I guess the bounty's cut in half. Is it Mr. Duck? Hey, what up, D-Money? Just wanted to say you're a huge inspiration to my YouTube and trading journey. Hey, I appreciate the kind words. So, I wish they like kind of showed this like real time, guy. Like, is there a way you guys may know? Is there a way to kind of see how many remaining outlaws there are? We know that there's some that got eliminated yesterday. Oh, it's right here. So 15 out of 24 as of today, guys, right? So 15 out of 24, and we saw that there's a few that have already said that they're done. So that number is going to drop. So I do see that right here. I mean, either way, Chad, it's a fun tournament, to be honest, right? I mean, you know, it's trading, chat, but it's still fun, right? It's competitive, but it's, you know, at the end of the day, we're literally just having fun, guys. So I think very cool concept with the outlaws and all that. I mean, look at the layout, guys. This thing is, I mean, it's on point. So made no mistake about it. There's going to be probably a lot of people out there trying to kind of copy, you know, something similar to this. So very cool concept. Somebody said they wanted me to play my outlaw video.
24 came dressed in black. Ain't none of them afraid. 5,000 if you put one down. A million if you stay.
You gotta love it. You gotta love it, chat. That's right. Oh, man. Quick view on the chart. Yeah, that's what I was just clicking to now, right? So you got 30,290. Just put in a high up here, 30,304.75, chat. So you got like some slow grind, kind of grinding up here slowly towards 320 and then maybe 379 to the upside, right? Kind of crazy how we formed that double bottom and then we just exploded right back up. Kind of funny how that works. We got somebody with a $2 tip here, but a little concerned. Why do you have my picture in the tip? This is, I can play with you tonight with Spiderweb. Yeah, Ozzy, we're definitely gonna give you a timeout. So for one, you got D-Money's picture in the comment. Like, this is crazy, guys. you got D-Money's picture in the comment. Like, this is unreal. So you took the time to edit D-Money's picture. I don't know where you got the picture from, but I didn't send it to you. So we got to give you a timeout because you have violated D-Money. And I think we play this strategic here, chat. We give him a 10-minute timeout, and he'll be out of here for the rest of the show because we're going to close out here at 12:30. So make no mistake about it. Oh, man. I don't know what spider web nonsense they're talking about, chat, but D-Money wants no part of it. There's the expansion up. There it is, chat. Back up once again. Like I said, looking like that 30,379 could be in play here. As we have discussed. So looks like Apex is kind of vocalizing, kind of think some of the stuff we talked about here, chat, as well, right? 90% off all evaluations, 50K 5-pack standard intraday account, $19 each. Now, keep in mind, guys, it looks like the PA fee is $79, right? So if you do the math, 79 and the 19, I mean, you're at $98 all in. Still not a bad option, and you're playing it strategic because you're able to get 5 accounts for $95, right? Evaluation. So just be mindful of that, chat. Use the code PW. You guys know the 5s. We got you covered. Don't you worry. That's right. All right, so where are we at with likes, guys? Did we hit 2,000 likes? Try to kind of break down what I was looking at in the market, and we're at 1,900 likes, guys. So that would be a shame if we can't hit 2,000 likes. So do your boy a solid. We got 2,800 people tuned into the show, guys. Hit the like button if you haven't already. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. So we'll be back today, obviously, at 2 o'clock, rocking out 2 to 4. We got you covered. Don't you worry. We'll get clarification, guys, on the bounty. I'll talk to Simba after Brett Simba after during lunch and kind of figure out what the dealio is. So let's see, 1,900 likes. Can we get 2,000? We got 2,000, guys. I appreciate the support. I don't take it for granted, guys. That's not easy to do. So we have had that streak running for weeks on weeks on weeks. So definitely appreciate it. And I don't take it for granted. So how is Apex new rules? Are they a lot better? Yeah, they to be honest, they are. I know there's some people out there that have, you're going to have your opinion, chat, one way or the other, but Apex at this point, I mean, you can get 5 accounts for $95, right? 50K accounts, $79 evaluation, $98 all in. I mean, that's not bad at all, in my opinion. So the reality is there is no more MAE rule, right? No consistency in the funded account. So you got end of day drawdown as an option, no payout denials, no more videos, chat, no 5 to 1, no MAE. built-in scale. I mean, so to be honest, definitely a good option. Obviously, you can scale this thing up to 20 accounts, right? 1 day to pass, 20 accounts, 100% payout as well. So no profit split, 100% payout. So I actually feel like it's a good deal, to be honest. And especially with no more payout denials, guys. That was the biggest thing. No videos and all of that stuff. Some of the people that are kind of out there that are still negative, they're actually some of the people that may have gotten banned before, and they're a little sour, right? So use code PW, 90% off. You guys know the vibes. So we'll see what the after lunch kind of time frame brings, chat, right? Curious to kind of see, do we get up to 30,379? That's the question. So we're gonna find out. But Apex only allowed 5 max payouts per account. Yeah, but the percentage of people that even see 5, we talked about this before, guys. PW literally said it. The percentage of people out there that ever will see 5 payouts, guys, on a single account is less than 1%. So people are getting upset for no reason, because 99% of traders out there, chat, it doesn't matter how good you are, you will not hit 5 payouts on a single account. That's just the math, chat. That's just the math. So whether you believe it or not, we're giving you prop firm statistics, percentages, right? So you don't have to believe it, but we're telling you that less than 1% of the total trading population will ever see more than 5 payouts. So you're getting upset for no reason, because you're not going to hit that milestone. I'm just being honest, chat. All right, so I'm going to call it here, guys. I'll be back. Obviously at 2 o'clock, rock out 2 to 4. So on the way out, do me a solid, guys. Hit the like button if you're not subscribed. You know the vibes. So stay safe. I'm going to try to stay dry here. Probably go grab a smoothie or something from Smoothie King and keep it simple here. So catch you guys at 2 o'clock. We gone.